and it's Monday, so it's a chat, a brew, and a big black dog. There's the brew. Hey, what? Oh dear God! Yes, that's the size of the mug we're looking at here. It's not small. This is definitely a two-handed job. There is not enough biscuits in the world. Right. So, have the chats, I have the brew. The big black dog's having a drink as well. He'll be in a few minutes. I'm absolutely shattered. You may have seen from the video that was posted earlier on that I have been down to Northampton to visit my friend Karina. We had a really nice afternoon, and we had a chat on camera. I was hoping to actually do it so that we could do the audio and put it and broadcast at the hospital, but unfortunately the sound quality of the phone for some strange reason didn't seem to pick up my voice very well, so I can't really use it on camera. Sorry, on camera at the studio. So it's going to have to be a case of video only. But we had a lovely afternoon. Finished off with that little video where she talked about her writing and what are you doing here? What are you doing? Come on up. Here we go. Here's the big black dog. Hello, sweetie buddy. Oh yes. Who's my good boy? Yeah, so she talked about her writing and her virtual assistants for other writers, and we had a good chat about our experiences with fibromyalgia. So the whole video lasts about 40 minutes or so, but some of that is a bit of an introduction from me, and then a few pictures of book covers. But anybody who knows anything at all about fibromyalgia knows that having a really busy day like that, when you feel as though you can do it, you pay for it, and I've been paying for it ever since. So that was Friday. It's now Monday, as you know, and I am absolutely drained. My brain hasn't worked all day. In fact, it hasn't worked all weekend. Didn't help matters having to be stuck with little Al at the studio on Saturday afternoon. I'm not being derogatory towards him. He's a cracking guy. We're on Saturday afternoons between 11:30 and 3 o'clock, depending on whether or not there's a match at the DW Stadium. If you've got the chance, now this is GMT, if you've got the chance, go to the website for the channel, for the studio rather, which is www.hospitalradiowritington.co.uk. Tune in on a Saturday afternoon. It's absolute chaos. There's usually four of us in. There's myself, Little Al, who is known as the Laughing Gnome, Little Al's wife Carol, known as Kazzy B, and another woman, Sylvia. Now Sylvia and Kazzy B have both referred to me and Little Al as being like giggling schoolboys. We are just idiots when we get together, and it shows on her. We will argue, we will call each other, we will wind each other up, or rather I will wind him up and he will just throw his dummy out and put some music on because he can't get his own road. But it's really, really funny. So if you want a good laugh, listening, join us on a Saturday afternoon. I'm saying Saturday afternoon, it's GMT, it's Saturday afternoon for us. Wherever you are in the world listening, If you can listen in, please give us a listen, because even if I say so myself, well, there's quite a few people have phoned in, well, not phoned in, messaged us and said you two are absolutely nuts. And it's true. We say anything. We say the first. Usually we say the first thing that comes to mind, and quite often it's something stupid or daft. Or he'll say something stupid and I'll wind him up about it, or I'll just come out with some stupid remark, and everybody will be looking at me as if to say, "What the hell are you all fun about?" But it is really funny. I enjoy doing that show, and even if I don't do any other show, I would always go in for Saturday afternoons, because it is such a pleasure working with those three. But what was I going to say then? I don't even know where this was coming from. So Saturday afternoon when I'd gone there, we'd gone through half of the show, and then I could just feel my energy levels just drop. And as the show went on, I was feeling worse and worse and worse. I slept 12 hours straight on Saturday night. Woke up yesterday morning feeling as though I hadn't slept for 3 weeks. And I did. And I slept again last night for not quite as long. And again woke up this morning feeling as though I'd not had no sleep. But the problem with fibro is you don't wake up. When you do sleep, it's not regenerative, so you don't get your energy levels back up, and it's just going to take a while to get myself up to speed, as it were. And I really made a mistake of using this cup. It's so big and it's so blooming heavy. I really should have used a small one, but never mind. I wanted to do this one because this is the one I bought when I was in Northampton with Karina, and I wanted to show her, as it were, I wanted to show her the size of it. It's not small. Anyway, enough of that. What did I want to talk about? I've forgotten. Seriously, I've forgotten. Oh yes, Q&A last week. There wasn't one because I didn't have any questions. I think I only got one. Sorry, no, I got two. I found another one on the email on Saturday. Yeah, I thought I only had one, and I totally missed one. I hadn't been into my emails, so I would have had two, but I didn't see any point in doing a Q&A just for that. So I will keep all of those questions. They aren't lost. They will be asked in my next Q&A. But if you would like to ask any questions in my Q&A, go to the last Q&A video I did. I think it was 20. Was it? I don't know. It's all on the playlist anyway. And leave the question in there. Don't leave it down here, because I don't like to see them before I come to do the video. Emails, that's a different matter. I'm going to have to, because otherwise I'll just delete them. But if you want to leave a question in the message thread there, you can do. But as I said, leave them in the Q&A one so I don't see them. If you don't want your name mentioned, then send me an email. But always put on it Q&A. And that way I know where it's for, so I don't automatically bin it. So that's that. I just need more questions. It's not going to be much of a video if I'm just answering two questions and that's it. I'd sooner do at least At least 3. Give me something to talk about. Yeah, if you could, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to do so. But as I say, leave it in the appropriate Q&A video, or email if you don't want me to use your name. Oh dear. Right, I bought a game on Friday on my way home from Northampton. Mark decided he was going to turn up at the games club. Then I said I wasn't going. So I called off, and I've got myself a game of Pathfinder the Adventure card game, Rise of the Rune Lords. I've got it set up on the table now. I'm going to try and I've sorted this out and done the setup. I'm going to try and do something that I haven't done before, which is actually learn how to play a game on camera, because I haven't taken any notice of any of the videos that's on YouTube in regards to this game. But I've just heard that it's a really good one to play. So as I say, I've got it. I've done the setup for a 1-player game, and hopefully I can make sense of how it's played and have a decent game on camera. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn how to play on camera. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but it's one of those things. If I feel, however, that it's a bit too much, I may not do it on camera. But I'm planning on doing this on camera, let's put it that way. But if I think if it's getting a bit beyond me, which quite often rules do, I may not bother. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. Hey up, hey up, hey up. Soft Lad's on the move again. Hello, what do you want? What do you want? Oh dear. Well, I was saying that I think it was the last video, was it? Or the video before, that the Arts and Health exhibition in the infirmary is on the go. Well, it's on the go, but nothing. It's not actually open yet. I got a letter over the weekend to say that there's a preview event on the 14th of next month. The press has been invited down there, so we have to give an RSVP. So I've just emailed that off. And they wanted the paintings in plenty of time, because you had to take them in a couple of weeks ago. I thought they'd actually be up and exhibited now, but obviously not. So we'll see what happens there with any amount of luck. There's some decent paintings up, and we get some sales this time. Not sold any yet, but yeah, well, one of those things. I'm looking forward to seeing this one again. It's a good job I didn't bother going up, because the big wall's been blank, wouldn't they? Because I was planning on going up this week and having no nose yet, but never mind. Oh dear. I think we're all back at Steen and Eaters tomorrow for RPG night. So we're going to be hopefully finishing the big story that we've been taking part in. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the last time I was there, which wasn't last week, it was the week before. I can talk about the reason why I wasn't there last week, but the week before I was talking and saying it's a shame that we can't do these for games nights because it would be ace. And then they started talking about the way it's been done on another channel, and we could do it that way, and this, that and the other. I'm thinking to myself, that will be interesting. If we can find one that's going to be like an evening-ish, It's going to be done in a couple of hours. I might actually do that, see if they're all willing to appear on camera, because I don't see any point in what's the word I'm looking for? I don't see any point in doing anything like that and not seeing people's faces and seeing reactions. I can guarantee that some of the stuff that happens when we're doing it are absolutely hilarious. I've been crying laughing more than one occasion with some of the idiotic stuff that we've done. Okay, the idiotic stuff I've done. Yeah, I would love to be able to bring you one of our RPG sessions. I think I might have words tomorrow and see if that would be alright to do. We did one a few weeks ago and I can't remember what it was called. Oh, but it was hilarious. It really was hilarious. We're all sort of like agents for this computer. I can't remember what it was called, but I really enjoyed it. It was so funny. Anyway, as I was saying, I could tell you why I didn't go last week. I didn't go last week because there was going to be a couple missing anyway. But I went to watch Deadpool. I am so glad I did. I wanted to watch it when I first saw it. I was thinking he's got to make up for that awful Green Lantern movie he did. Oh God, he did. Oh, he made up for it big time. It was absolutely hilarious. We were laughing from start to finish. I'm going to have to watch it again in the hope that this time I'll be able to see what's going on with clear eyes, and without all the tears in them. But absolutely fantastic. If you've not watched it yet and you want a recommendation, for me, 11 out of 10. There has been no better superhero movie than Deadpool. I think I put on my Facebook page, if it wasn't for the extreme violence, the action, what was it? If it wasn't for the action, the extreme violence, the blood and guts, the swearing and the nudity, the film will be about 5 minutes long. But really is an awesome movie. If you just want okay, it's not deep and meaningful. It's switch your brain off and just enjoy an evening watching a movie. But by the gods, what a movie to watch. It is so funny. And I love the fact that all the way through he's breaking the fourth wall. He's talking to you. It is brilliant. Ryan Reynolds has surpassed himself with this movie. He did a really brilliant job at portraying Deadpool. Loved every minute of it. I'm not going to do any spoilers for it. I'm not going to talk about bits that happened in the movie or anything like that. It's I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I want people, if you want to go and watch it, go and watch it. Do not take your kids. Do not take children to watch that movie. I went with my daughter. She's 25. It's all right, and even she was a bit at the fact that some of the things that were going on involved nudity, and sat there watching it with her dad. At one point I heard her say, awkward. But yeah, she told me to shut up 5 seconds after the film started. Well, within 5 seconds after the film started, because I think the opening titles, the song Angel of the Morning was on, and I started not so much singing, but raising a joyful noise to the Lord, as it were. As he said, Dad, shut up. And he hadn't realised I was doing it. Oh dear. But yeah, look out for all sorts of little digs at the X-Men. and all that. It's really funny. So yeah, Deadpool's now become my my favourite superhero. Just smacking. Well, not just smacking. Just nudging Spider-Man out. So there we are. Oh well. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I'm going to try and make this modelling game free. This new enough this time. I want to talk about other bits and pieces as well. Oh, I can't think. I really can't think. My brain has seriously decided it's going to switch itself off. No, it switched off on Saturday and it's not switched back on yet, so I'm just hoping it does so over the next few days. Otherwise this game of Pathfinder is going to be incredibly short. Oh dear oh lord. Right, what is it I'm going to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to try and get some ideas of when they're all free for games night. So we can start off on the Dungeon Saga campaign. I'll try that tomorrow. See if I can get any decent answers. I keep getting whenever. So we'll find out. Right, so I have an unboxing video to put up for Pathfinder. That will be coming up shortly. It's I'm having trouble with my modem at the moment. It's taking. Well, I put it on last night before I went to bed, and I woke up this morning, and it was almost 3/4 of the way through uploading, and this is like a 40-minute video, and then it decided to lose connection again. This has been happening a few times. It's getting to be irritating, so I'm going to be getting onto my internet service provider tomorrow, I think, and see if they're going to send me out a new modem, because I'm getting a bit brassed off with the one I've got. There's a few times I've left it overnight, and when I've got up in the morning there's no internet connection, and not only that, when I start uploading to YouTube I can't do anything else online. So I can't use the Wi-Fi on my phone to get on the internet. I can't use my thingies if every single bit of energy from the modem is being used to upload my 30-minute videos. It takes over 12 hours to do so. A bit iffy. So I'll see what happens. I might see if there's a faster way of doing it. See if they've got an offer which allows me to upload a bit quicker. See if they do that, I'll see how much it is. Or just try and get a new modem off them. Fingers crossed. Right, I think that is it. I'm halfway through this cup. It's going to be a very long video if you're expecting me to drink the whole thing while I'm chatting. Yeah, so anyway, I think that's it. All I can think of anyway for talking about. So let's have a quick recap. The Q&A, if you want to ask any questions, please ask them in the appropriate video. Ask them in the Q&A videos because I don't like to see them before I actually come to shoot the video. Obviously, if you want to email me, then I'll obviously see them because I check my emails every other day. Or try to anyway. and clear out my junk. So if there's any in there, then I'll have to read them and transfer them over to the WordPad that I use for printing off. If you're sending me an email, I won't give your name out, and if you'd label it Q&A, Spider's Web Q&A, I'll know what it is then, so it'll be easier for me to find. But apart from that, fingers crossed I can get this Pathfinder Adventure card game videos series done. I will need your help on this because I have absolutely no idea whether I'll be playing it right or not, so I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to do about 10-15 minutes of the game and then stop, depending on where I am in the game, and then I can wait and see if I've done anything correct, done everything correct or what. Mind you, saying that, if I did that I won't be able to take it to the Games Club on Friday. Oi oi oi. Actually, I don't think I will. I think I'll try playing it on the table, because I'm not really confident enough to learn games by sitting down there and playing them on my own. I have a very bad habit of second guessing myself, and if things start going right, I think I'm doing something wrong. So there we go. I don't think I'll bother doing the videos for this. I'll wait until I'm proficient at the game and then I'll do the videos. I think it will make for a better series. So I'll take it to the Games Club and learn how to play with other people first. That'll be probably the best way of doing it, so that it's not going to be it's not going to be confusing for me, because it's hard trying to concentrate on one thing whilst talking about what I'm doing and making sure that everything's okay for the camera and this, that and the other. So to cut down on a little bit of stress, and that I will so I'll try and get proficient playing it at the Games Club, and then do some videos then. Anyway, that's about all I've got for this week. I look forward to hearing any comments you have about this video. I look forward to getting more questions from you. So hopefully this week there's going to be another Q&A session. But for now, as always, from me and from Laddie, who is curled up on the chair over there, take care, God bless, and bye for now.